What's up, you guys? So it's Layla Lynn, and I'm back with another video. In this video, I want to talk about this article published by Variety magazine, where it looks like they're trying to paint our girl, Gabrielle Union, as an angry Black woman. The headline of the article is Matthew Lawrence says Gabrielle Union, quote, reported me to the studio and, quote, got angry over refusing to rehearse. The only time I was dinged for something I did on set. On this channel, I consider myself sort of a reporter. Like, I consider myself a journalist for the most part. If I'm going to give you my opinion in a video, most of the time I will say to you, this is my opinion. But for the most part, I'm giving you a journalist tea, right? And so with doing that, like, you have to pick out headlines. Like, you have to create titles. If you're writing an article or video, you have to pick out the headlines, what will get people's attention. And some people choose to use low-hanging fruit to get people's attention. And this article by Variety, written by Zach Sharf, does that because you have a Black woman here, even in the photograph. Instead of choosing one of the many beautiful and smiling pictures of Gabrielle Union, they chose to use an angry picture of Gabrielle Union and a smiling picture of Matthew Lawrence to paint this angry Black woman narrative, and I don't like it. So we're going to get into it in this video as well as the reactions. But first, if you're watching, if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, or if you're not familiar with me, I'm Layla Lynn. I do celebrity news and nostalgia, and you are invited to subscribe to this channel if you like this type of content. Remember to thumbs up the video and share if you care. Are you guys? So Variety reports Matthew Lawrence recently said on the Magical Rewind podcast that the only time he got into trouble on a film or television set was when Gabrielle Union allegedly reported him. According to Matthew Lawrence, the incident occurred after he declined Gabrielle's offer to rehearse their lines together on the set of their 1999 TV movie H.E. Double Hockey Sticks. And Matthew Lawrence said, quote, there was this one moment where, and again, I'm oblivious, I had no idea, and Gabrielle wanted to rehearse, and I was like, no, I'm good. And she got angry and went and reported me to the director and the studio. The only time in my entire career, because usually I'm like the advocate and I'm fighting for kids and, like, women's rights. This is the only time in my life when I was called into the office for something I did on set and I had no clue. Now, to me, Gabrielle Union as an actress, that gives me, especially as an actress and a Black woman, it gives me Gabrielle Union was trying hard. Like, she tried to be good at her craft. So she wanted to rehearse her scene with her partner so that it could be a good scene. Matthew Lawrence explained that he declined Gabrielle's request to rehearse their lines together because he wanted the scene to feel as fresh as possible when the time came to shoot it. But he no longer thinks that way as an actor. He said, quote, at that point in my mind, now I can do whatever and nothing's going to faze me. But at that point in my mind, I really loved memorizing the lines, knowing all the beats, but hated running it because it felt like it took all of the freshness out of it. And so I feel like here we have an issue where a lot of times Black women, we're expected to be the best. So when I hear Gabrielle Union wanting to rehearse, I hear probably the only Black woman in the film wanting to do well, like wanting to do her best. And then you have white men who are allowed to be average and let's just make it fresh and let's just see what happens. And Matthew Lawrence said that everybody on the set of their TV movie knew that Gabrielle Union would go on to be a star. And if you think about it, because I'm almost positive she was the only Black woman or one of few Black women in this movie, if she is the Black girl in the movie, then she's going to be the Black girl star. Like, her star is going to rise, partly because it's like a one at a time token type of thing in Hollywood when it comes to people of color, specifically Black people, and even more specifically Black women. And so he probably felt like, I see the talent in her, she's good, where she probably felt like, I have to make sure I'm the best. And that's probably why she reported him. That's what I'm thinking. But I wanted to share some reactions to Variety on this post on social media. When they posted on X, they kind of got dragged in their own comments. You can see the post has almost 2 million views, And a lot of the comments are saying they're team Gabrielle. Like it sounds like she was just trying to do a good scene. Like this person who said, I speak for everyone when I say we stand with Gabrielle Union. Someone else said this photo was certainly a choice. Since you guys couldn't find a photo of Gabrielle Union smiling, I did it for you. And I feel like it definitely was a choice to choose this kind of picture of Gabrielle Union is definitely a choice because she seems to be she seems to smile a lot. Like I wouldn't say she has RBF or anything because she seems to smile a lot when you see her on the red carpet. She seems like a person that it's not hard to make her smile. Someone else said, first of all, why did they use the bitchiest looking photo of her to make it seem like she's mean? Second, but that beat though, that cheek contour. Third, in her defense, she probably has Virgo moon or rising or something. Maybe she's a perfectionist. And that's what I see in a lot of Black women. I see a lot of us are perfectionists. And I think it's because the standard is set higher for Black people and people of color. It's a higher standard set for us. Someone else said, and they quoted Matthew Lawrence saying, usually I'm like the advocate and fighting for kids and women's rights. And they said, might be the funniest sentence in human history. Someone said, should have read those lines. CF. Someone else said, if someone as seasoned as Gabrielle Union wants to rehearse, I definitely follow her lead. And someone else said, I stand with everyone when I say, who is Matthew Lawrence? If y'all don't recall Matthew Lawrence, first of all, he's the boyfriend of Chili from TLC, but he also starred in, I want to say it was Blossom. He also starred in Blossom in the 90s. Someone else said rehearsing is expected and for the benefit of all actors in the scene. Just because he didn't want to clock in doesn't mean she should be villainized for doing her job. And again, when we're talking about villainization, it's this title. It's this title and this picture painting her like the angry Black woman. So y'all leave a comment and let me know what y'all think. What do y'all think about like the media? Anytime a Black woman gets upset, instead of painting her as maybe like a perfectionist or someone who wanted to do a really good job, they paint her as being angry. The angry Black woman stereotype is forced on her. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about that. And as always, thanks for watching. Before we go, I do want to give a shout out to my most engaged subscribers this week. If you want to be on this list, then just comment, watch the videos and comment. And first I want to shout out Unapologetically Romel 7096. There's a link to all of these YouTube channels in the description box and in the comments section. Romel is so supportive and always sending me stories. So shout out to you, Romel. Let's Keep It Classy, Isabella Thomas, Karina, and today is my birthday, 9/23. Thank y'all for supporting the channel so much. I really appreciate it.